Stay down, monkey! Stay down!
Imagine standing outside a police station doing nothing wrong when a cop punches you so hard your mouth fills with blood. Now imagine that same cop learning, minutes later, that the man he hit will be his new boss by morning. Before we continue, welcome to Silent Echo Stories. Take a second to support the channel, tap like, follow along, and let us know where you're watching from. These stories travel far, and we like to see how far they go. The man on the ground was Daniel Brooks. Most people would have walked past him without a second look. He was tall, quiet, and dressed plain. Dark jacket, old jeans, shoes with creases from years of use, no badge on his belt, no uniform, no sign of rank or power. Daniel learned early not to stand out. He grew up in a rough neighborhood where staying calm kept you alive. He watched adults lose jobs, lose homes, lose hope. He decided young that anger would never help him. Control would. He studied hard, worked harder, joined the police force because he believed the system could be better, even if it wasn't yet. Years passed. Cities changed. Daniel moved from department to department, fixing problems no one wanted to face. He stayed quiet, did the work, and left behind cleaner records and fewer complaints. That night, he was standing outside the station because he wanted to see it before his first day. No cameras, no speeches, no handshakes, just the truth. Officer Ryan Keller had his own version of the truth. 8 years on the force, long enough to stop caring what people thought, long enough to think experience mattered more than rules. Keller believed respect was taken, not earned. He had complaints in his file, but none stuck. He knew how to talk to supervisors. He knew how to explain things just enough. That day, his sergeant had yelled at him for being late. A civilian had cursed him out during a traffic stop. On the drive back to the station, someone cut him off. By the time he pulled in and saw Daniel standing near the steps, Keller was already boiling. To him, Daniel didn't look like someone who belonged there, and that was enough. Daniel stood near the entrance, phone in hand, scrolling through notes. He wasn't blocking anyone. He wasn't pacing. He wasn't nervous. Keller slammed his car into park and stepped out. "Hey," he said sharp, "what are you doing here?" Daniel looked up, waiting. Waiting for who? Someone inside. Keller walked closer. Too close. "You don't look like you belong here." Daniel frowned. "I do." That calm answer hit Keller wrong. It felt like disrespect. "You need to move," Keller said. "I'm allowed to stand here." People nearby slowed down. 2 clerks on a smoke break stopped talking. Keller raised his voice. "Put your hands where I can see them." Daniel slowly lifted one hand. His phone stayed in the other. Both hands. Daniel sighed and raised the second hand. "What's your name?" Keller asked. "Daniel." "Last name?" "Brooks." Keller laughed. "Figures." Daniel's eyes narrowed. "What does that mean?" That question snapped the last thread. Keller shoved him against the cruiser. Metal rattled. "Don't talk back." "I didn't do anything wrong," Daniel said. The punch came fast. One strike, clean and cruel. Daniel's head snapped to the side. He hit the hood, then the ground. Blood ran from his lip. Silence swallowed the street. Keller stood over him, chest rising fast. "Stay down." Daniel didn't move. His ears rang. His mouth tasted like metal. Someone shouted, "Hey!" Officer Martinez ran out of the station. "What's going on?" Martinez asked. "He was trespassing," Keller said. "Got mouthy." Martinez looked at Daniel. Something didn't sit right. "Sir, are you okay?" Daniel sat up slowly, wiped his mouth, and stared at the blood on his sleeve. "I was waiting for my meeting," he said. Keller scoffed. "What meeting?" "With the mayor." Keller laughed again. Then the station doors opened. The mayor stepped out with city council members behind him. They stopped cold. "Daniel," the mayor said. Every sound died. Daniel looked up. "Sir." The mayor rushed forward. "What happened to you?" Martinez felt his stomach drop. That's Chief Brooks," he whispered. The word echoed. "Chief." Keller's face went pale. Daniel stood using the cruiser for balance. His lip was split, his eyes swelling. "I was supposed to start tomorrow," Daniel said quietly. "I came early to see the station without the show." He looked straight at Keller. "You didn't ask who I was." Phones were already recording. Someone was live. Keller tried to speak. Nothing came out right. The mayor turned red with anger. "Is this how your officers act?" Keller reached for words. "I didn't know." Daniel raised his hand. "You didn't ask." That was worse. Within minutes, Keller was in handcuffs. The video spread overnight. By morning, the city couldn't look away. Keller was fired the same day, charged the next week. Friends stopped calling. Doors closed. His badge became proof of failure. The department released statements. Apologies followed. None of it erased the punch. Daniel Brooks became police chief as planned. But he wasn't the same man. He spoke less, watched more. He reviewed body cams himself, reopened cases buried for years, listened to voices ignored too long. Some officers respected him, some feared him. Late at night, staff said they saw him walking the halls alone, studying screens, remembering the sound of a fist hitting flesh. The lesson spread quietly through the city. Power doesn't always announce itself, and prejudice often destroys the people who trust it most. If this story made you stop and think, let us know. Drop a comment, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Silent Echo Stories for more true-to-life moments that deserve to be heard. Because the scariest part isn't the violence, it's how normal it feels until the truth steps into the light.